Good morning, this is Pete. I'm with Doug Roof from Heatcraft, and we're looking at the new spot boxes today. I'm going to give you a quick idea how to load them properly to avoid issues. Okay, Mr. Doug, go ahead and say.
Alright, good morning guys. This produce case is overloaded. There's a return air grill, you notice right here. By the way the case is currently merchandised now, the cold air is coming out from the back of the case, coming forward, and it's trying to get down to this return air gap right here to the grill. With the case merchandised the way it is, it's hitting the top of this and cold air is dropping out on the sales floor. You're going to end up with a warm case.
And it's going to ice up?
It will ice up, because what you're going to do is you're going to have a store operator call in the service department and ask them to run the case colder because it's not reaching temperature. What the problem is over merchandising. So you need to pull the product back, as I'm doing right now, and allows for the cold air to come across and down and return to the grill.
So it goes down into this area here.
Right down in here. So you got to keep this clear.
So there's the grill down in there, and we got to keep this clear. So that's the highest that the produce or meat should go.
Right. The other thing I've seen this morning when I walked in, this sign here. On the meat case when I walked in this morning, the sign was sitting inside here. And so we had two 9-inch signs sitting on the 4-foot return air grill.
Okay.
What that's doing is it's blocking the return air. It's hitting the sign and it's dumping out. So out of a 4-foot return air grill, and if you have two 9-inch signs, you're losing what, 30% of return air? That case is going to run warm. So what we've done this morning is remove the signage down to the lower position so it does not block the return air. So cold air comes straight out the back of the honeycomb across the product and returns right down here.
Show that again. I'm going to back up so you can show that again.
The cold air comes right out the honeycomb in the back wall, across the product, through the gap, and return air. And it circulates across the back, hits the coil, cools, comes back up out of the top.
So how's this meat case look?
If you block this, it's going to return. It's not going to return. It's going to blow cold air right out of the
It's
store.
going to turn to a block of ice.
Yes, the merchandisers will not be happy. The manager will not be happy. They'll want the case to run cooler.
Okay.
And by doing that, they're going to end up freezing the coil or freezing some of the product on the backside of the case.
And then we'll have a service call.
Exactly. We're trying to prevent service calls. On this case here, I recommend you put a shelf close off here, so it forces the cold air across the shelf. Otherwise, some of the cold air will just drop straight down on the bottom, and you may freeze product on the bottom.
So when we tilt the shelf, as opposed to this side where it's straight, that's fine. But if we tilt the shelf, we have to put the close off in over there. We should probably have some extra ones in the back room from the meat case.
I bet we do.
Yeah, we'll go find those and we'll start shipping those with them. Okay. If you tilt the shelf, you got to put a close off in there.
Only the top is required. Bottom's
just
okay.
the top. This top shelf. Okay.
Correct.
Great. All right. Anything else you want to know about this case?
Yeah, come here.
Yeah.
Do not pull on this glass forward. What you're doing is you're bending this rail here.
So that's not a handle for moving the case?
It's not a handle for moving the case. You don't pull on it forward like somebody has to get in clean.
Okay.
This end panel here slides over. And what it does, when you slide over, it clears this plexiglass return. And this plexiglass return will pull out.
You can pull this piece out.
You can pull